Said Daddy. That's right. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STS Pod production, stspod.club production. I'm BT. How the hell are you, RynoJB?
I'm doing good. It's Saturday, which means it's a blessing. We have a new episode of Championship Wrestling from Memphis.
I can't believe it, man. We've been sitting here, it's been 26 weeks.
26?
And they continue to show us different things and everything. And so what's going on is, let me just go over to a big day today. Like I said, at 2:30, we're doing Lance Levine and I are doing Dynamite. That's what I call it. Any AEW stuff that we review, we call it Dynamite Show. We'll be talking about hits, misses, same thing as we do here. MVP. What do we look forward to the most? And thumbs up and thumbs down from last night's Rampage. A big thank you also to Dustin Starr, for helping me out last Saturday in Newport. He carried my old ass as we introduced to everyone. We also had a great conversation this past week. It was about Nikki Lane, kids at death matches. I don't know how you feel about that, Rhino. And we talked about Jim Cornette's co-host. So, man, let's get started. As everyone knows, I already told them twice, but let me tell you again. Hits, misses, MVP. What do you looking forward to the most? And thumbs up or thumbs down. Let's go. What's the hits for the week, JB?
My hits this week, number one contenders match announced between Swole and Mike Anthony there. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a good one. We've seen these guys team up with each other here in the past couple of weeks. Or not necessarily team up. They're not a team. Shout out to Mike Anthony. Don't hurt me. I know that they're not a team. But they showed a little interest in each other. Maybe to team up. Maybe see what was there. And now we got a number one contenders match between the two of them. Looking forward to that. Also, another hit for me this week was in Nikki Lane's match. I felt like we saw a more confident Nikki Lane than we've seen in prior weeks. A champion within Nikki Lane, where she started that match with so much confidence. We saw her flexing her muscles and just starting with all the confidence in the world, which is what I want to see her have here in Championship Wrestling from Memphis. I thought she was great. And another hit for me, the crowd interaction. Week after week, the crowd seems a little bit more interaction with the crowd seems to happen more and more week after week. And I'm loving this crowd for Championship Wrestling of Memphis. We're seeing some familiar faces, very similar to how we saw with the NXT when it first started. So I'm really digging that. So those are my hits this week.
All right, my hits, man, the tag team match at the very front. What I really liked about it was totally different than what we see when it comes to, it was psychology, but the psychology was getting the two baby faces over. We don't know who's a baby face, really, when Mike Anthony comes out of the heel dressing room, but everybody seems to like him. But it was all what they call shine. It was all shine for the baby faces. Then going to the finish, we had a little bit of heat on the baby faces with the heels, and then the heels go over. I always believe if the heels are going to go over at the end, it doesn't matter how long that shine lasts. And it lasts a long time, but we did have a really good match, guys. Really good match. We finally found out that Connor got attacked and who attacked him. I love that. As I said, I was live in Newport. Toomer, a lot bigger in person, and him and Walker Hayes, two guys that on TV, they look big, but when they are standing next to you, JB, whoo, big guys, big guys. A big shout out to Alan Steele for a Billy and Buddy show mention. I love that. Was totally excited about the posse being back. And I like the girl at the very end. And I'll make sure I got her. I know her first name was Emily. Was it Seiler? Emily Seiler? Was that it?
I think so.
Something about Nikki that you mentioned. We're getting she's the champ, as in like Stone Cold was the champ and he was a little heel. He was a little baby. She's the champion and she's going to kick ass and keep the belt and she don't care who she's going against. So that's what I liked about it. All right, buddy. Misses. What was your misses for this week?
My misses this week. You know what? BT, I got to be completely honest with you without being a little too picky. I didn't really have any. I didn't have any misses this week. I thought it was. I'll say this. I was expecting to get last week. I think I said what I was looking forward to next week was seeing more from the champions. We saw Nikki Lane here. We got ourselves a number one contenders match between Swole and Anthony. But I wanted to see a little bit more from the champions themselves. I did get that from the women's champion with Nikki Lane. I was hoping to see a little bit more with the tag team champions, and especially with the tag team champions. I feel like on Championship Wrestling for Memphis, we haven't seen that much from the tag. Even when the Skimmerhorns were champions, they had their vignettes and whatnot. They had their promos, but we didn't see too much from them live there in the ring as tag team champions with the microphone, with doing promos and interviews. I want to see more of that from the champions. If I had to put anything, I'll put that as a miss.
Yeah, we had that angle and really didn't get to see the champs because we had the angle backstage. I don't know if they came and filmed that. You know, you got three weeks, and they may have not been able to do the tapings. I don't know. I have no idea, but I like to at least able to see them. That's what I like. The misses for me is, I don't know. I laughed when they said Tattoo Darius Lee was from a tattoo parlor.
Shop
I was like,
in South Memphis.
I wanted to say, no shit, really? I was like, oh, come on. Tattoo, slipped on the ring. I thought Dustin covered it. That was a miss for me. And I don't, I've grown every time Joe says something sexual. Like going to the bed, let's get a bedroom and all this. I don't know why, but I know that's the character, but it just like, and Dustin played it all perfect by saying, this is a family show. I thought Lance Russell was standing there. But yeah. All right. First of all, tonight is SummerSlam, man. It's right there. Where's it? Well, somewhere on the screen. Wait, there it is. SummerSlam free watch party. You can watch SummerSlam for free, and they give you a game card. So why not? Go watch it right there. With Championship Wrestling from Memphis.
I'll be there.
He'll be there. JB will be there. Run up to JB and say, BT took over the show and was going to kick you out. No.
I got one more week.
Man, I had to work, man. I had to go.
No, please, anytime. I'll be in here as soon as possible.
All right. MVP for this week, man.
My MVP this week, I'm going to give it, and I've given it to this guy many times. I'm going to give it to Mike Anthony. I think that guy right there. I wanted him to win that number one contenders match. I just think he brings a presence to the show that no one else is bringing. I think he's got star quality to him, written all over him. If there was going to be somebody that took down Still, I think it would be Anthony. So that's my MVP of the week.
All right. My MVP is going to go. Derek King was not on the screen, or Derek the King was not on the screen much at the very end. But to me, I thought it was a very serious interview talking about how long he'd been a professional wrestler. And you got a guy like this Joe guy who's challenging him and slapping him. And the facial expressions of Derek are just like, who the F is this guy? Really, who is this? Why do they have this guy here? So Derek King with the mic work and expressions on the face, and that's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. So speaking of that, what do you want to see on next week's show? What do you look forward to, man?
Next week, I want to see those tag team champions, man. I want to see those young goats. I want to see those young goats hungry. I want to see those young goats ready to go. I want to see those young goats not just ready to defend, but ready for anyone that's ready to step up. Dare I say, I'm interested if the Crowleys are interested in those tag team championships at all. I think they like shiny things.
I don't know what. They were picking bugs out of Dustin and Maria's hair. I'm sorry, Dustin Maria. You were exposed on national television that you had bugs in your hair. I'm sorry, but that's what happened. What I look forward to most would be Cole and Anthony. This is, to me, I hope it's one of those things where we settle the score. Dustin made a mention, and we talked about this last week, the stories that started on the very first show that continue to happen in the background. It's the long stories compared to the short ones, and it's a long story. It was, I think their first match was against each other on television, and hopefully we'll have the end. I don't know if you caught this or not, but I'm looking forward to seeing what are they going to do with Precious? Now, I said something about a Precious taking a choke slam to somebody this past weekend, and they just said, wait till you see what we're doing with Precious. And I was like, yeah, Precious
saw
is
it.
Precious. That's all but with them sitting there talking about Precious got knocked smooth out, blah, blah, blah. What are they doing now with Precious? And Joe against Derek King. Let me just say something, guys. I've known Derek King many, many years, and I've been at shows with him. And when a non-wrestling person, I'm not going to say this happens. I'm not going to say this happens next week. But when a non-wrestling person who's been untrained tries to get into business, just a little stiff on that super kick. Just a little stiff. So let's wait for that one. Woo! So tonight, we mentioned it, SummerSlam. I want to put it over Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's, you owe me a free game card. Wait, I could get one tonight. Yes, everyone get a game card. If you see Rhino come up to him and say, I seen you in BT, that's the reason I came to SummerSlam. SummerSlam free tonight. That'll be Cena against Reigns, and that's the match I'm looking most forward to. Thumbs up or thumbs down, my brother?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. This week, giving it a thumbs in the middle. Thumbs in the middle. I want to give it a thumbs up, but I felt like last week I felt like we got a little bit of a filler episode last week. Felt like we kind of got that same vibe here again today. I didn't get what I was looking forward to. I'm going to give it a thumbs in the middle, but I want to give it a thumbs up.
All right, Rhino saying I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. Really fast hour of wrestling. There was a lot of things going on. That's what I like about it. I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new stories going on, and they seem to constantly do that. And we talked about that, I think, on the first or second or third show, that we got to have a constant. I mean, you got somebody beat up outside the ring. Somebody got beat out in the parking lot. We finally got the footage. We know what's up with Connor. We got everything going on, man. Everything.
I forgot one thing.
All right, what's up?
Can I throw another hit in there?
All right.
My man Simon is back.
The posse are back. That's
the
right,
posse
guys.
are back together. That's a hit for me. I like the posse. They're doing their thing. And wait, is it? I think Simon's got a match for the Heritage Championship coming up.
We don't know. He said he wanted to take care of Alan Steele, but I don't remember whether this is going to be a title match or not. I can't remember.
Okay. I think we got one. I don't know.
Cool. All right, guys, just a big reminder before we leave here. Today, also at 2:30, which is just over an hour and 4 minutes from right now, we're going live, me and Lance, with Dynamite, talking about the big review, the big return of CM Punk. But remember, Rhino and I, same bad time, same bad channel, on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there! And as everyone knows, I love my mom.
Me too.